Greetings, how you all doing? So I want to talk to you today about how the universe speaks to you and communicates with you. It really has to do with your expectations and what you are looking for, what you seek. Also, what are you open to? You know, some people will never get certain messages from spirit because they aren't open to it. And if the idea hasn't occurred to you, or it's not something that you find interesting, or you would even, look at as a possibility, it's probably not going to come up as a possibility for you. So the first thing that came up this week is how many different hints and clues on the spiritual journey do you get to show you that you're going on the right path, that you're on the way to where you want to go, whatever goals you wrote down. There are certain signs and clues that will come up to let you know if you're really headed in that direction. And how can you keep going? There will be little things that kind of pat you on the back along the way. And I really feel like it's something that maybe we have even done for ourselves, since we are the oneness and the oneness is us and everything is us. Then technically, it's us. So we leave messages for ourselves, or our ancestors do, or, the ascendant masters, or whatever. It is really important to look at those things, like when you're stepping right out of the door in the morning, or the sounds you hear. I have friends of mine who we're so tight, and they'll send me messages and say, hey, I saw this bird. Or I even have, fans, followers, whatever, and clients that will send me messages and tell me, hey, I saw this today, I saw that. And, they'll notice, it'll be, these little messages, and it'll be like, wow, I noticed this adds up to that. And this is saying this, it's thinking outside of the box, because we're not this body. This thing is really hollow. So if you look at it like that, and learn to look outside the box, look outside the lines, color outside the lines, life becomes so much more fun. And you see, there's so much more to see. Ever since I read this book, it was called The Meduna Tear Part 1 back. And it seemed like it was 2000. No, it wasn't 2000. It was, like 2008. That time frame. And what happened during that time is that I read this book, and it was part 1. It was so deep. It was everything that I wanted and was looking for. And I remember I always had my highlighter, and that took me to another level. Then, once I got through that, I noticed all these synchronicities when I was looking for the truth, for the knowledge, and I wanted to go deeper, and I didn't want just junk to stack up on, and just to add up that I knew that I was reading a bunch of information. I wanted things that connected me to my ancestors, that helped me to understand the deepest part of my person, and to know how I could best transform and live a happier life. And from the Kemetic teachings, I actually learned a lot about that through meditation, through your self-image, through how you relate to other people, your relationships, and how they are reflecting you, and all these different things, the different aspects inside of your person, that make up this person. And just this, so many different synchronicities. People that I met, people that were on a spiritual path, they had read some of the same books, and even other books. But I just found that over the years, the expansion that's happening, it's so rapid, so cherish those gems. Like this morning, I woke up and I walked outside, and it was a dove outside singing, and there's this little, the way that they sing and do their singing thing or whatever outside. And it's just beautiful, but it's called a mourning dove. And if you look at it, it's brown and all that. But anyway, got left a feather. And so I looked up what the feather meant when it's left behind. And it was really deep, because it was the stuff that I'm experiencing right now. So those messages really let you know, seeing a lizard, someone else, one of my really good friends is seeing hummingbirds, and, there's a lot of things. I even saw a panda bear. I'm just playing. So just be on the lookout for that.